Yeah, look, obviously disappointed with the way that we played today. Again, particularly in the first half of the game. I've got to find a way to get this team to be more consistent, so that's on me. I'll have to do a better job, so I'll take your questions.
What's been the biggest issue with the slow starts early on one side of the ball?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I think the bigger thing really has been, our inability on first and second down to do a better job of getting them into third and longer situations. We're allowing too many first and second down conversions, not forcing enough, third downs early on in games. So struggled again with the quarterback today. We had some opportunities to get him on the ground. We didn't cash in on those opportunities. We had some guys that were, spying him, and he made some plays. So, but yeah, we got to do a better job. Offensively, I thought we ran the ball early in the game pretty effectively. And then all of a sudden you're chasing points. It becomes a little bit more difficult to do. So I think just as a team, we've got to do a better job of, being more competitive in first halves of games. Our guys, fought their tails off to give themselves a chance, but can't keep digging yourself into these holes and think you're going to be able to come back all the time.
Dennis, you able to say anything about what happened with Derek?
He was evaluated for a concussion. I can't really talk about it or elaborate on it.
I was going to ask you anything about the right shoulder. Is that anything related to his last injury?
Yeah, we'll look at it. But he was out of the game because he was evaluated for a concussion. So.
Has he been able to do any testing on the shoulder because of the concussion, or is that?
Listen, I don't know all the answers to that. I think we'll see where he's at tomorrow.
Dave, why do you think you guys respond so well? Like, you get behind and then things kind of start flowing a little bit on both sides. Why do you think it's?
Yeah, I don't really know what the answer is to that. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what the answer is to that. I'd like to think that we could, start a little faster, get the momentum going a little bit quicker. I do know our guys are, never feel like they're out of it. I do know that they're going to continue to fight and battle. But like I said, we can't keep digging ourselves into these holes. Especially against a good football team. So.
And then what did Jameis bring to the offense when he entered the game?
Look, I thought Jameis did some good things in the game. Got a couple of explosive plays. We were able to score a couple of touchdowns, a couple of two-point conversions. I thought there was some good things that he did in terms of in the passing game. It's obviously a tough situation to come into, when you're down that many points and the team really kind of knows that you're going to have to throw the ball. So I thought under all those circumstances, I thought he did a good job. I thought Chris and AT made some nice plays for him. There were probably a couple of opportunities that I thought that we might could have cashed in on, but I thought overall I was pleased with what he was able to do under those circumstances.
Was it enough to make you evaluate that position after the bye week as far as the starter?
Well, we'll see where Derek's at. I mean, I don't think we're. Well, I know we're not in a competition there. I thought Jameis did some good things, but Derek Carr's our starting quarterback.
Did Mike get hurt on that first hit?
Yes, yeah. He's got a knee injury.
What did T.J. Hawkinson do, especially in the first half, that kind of gave y'all trouble?
Well, look, he's an exceptional route runner, and so he ran some good routes and got open. We struggled to be able to cover him today. I'll go back and look at the tape and see if there's some things that maybe we could have done differently, but he obviously was a major factor in the game.
How much does losing Mike early impact you guys were able to do?
Yeah, it impacted some things that we were wanting to do. I thought A.T. Perry came in and performed well, but I think anytime you lose a guy of Mike's magnitude, it affects what you're doing.
Dennis, I know you talked about the slow starts defensively, but do you feel like overall the unit has regressed this season?
Not as good, not progressed or regressed?
Regressed.
Yeah, I don't think we're playing as well as we're capable of playing. You know, so yeah, I don't think we're playing as good as we're capable of playing. I think we need to play better.
And as for is Hawkinson doing like a lot of like zone beater stuff, or do you guys have man on?
No, I think he beat us in zone. He beat us in man.
Just about it?
You know, he beat us on a few things.
Is there anything you can say about? Sorry, I know we're going down a list of injuries. Is there anything you can say about Lattimore and what happened to him?
He's got an ankle. So Mike Thomas, any issues really coming out of the game, you know, really is Mike, you know, with the knee and Lattimore with the ankle. And then obviously, you know, Carr, you know, is in the concussion protocol.
And then what are some of the focus for this team that is about? What's your message?
Well, look, the focus for the players is to get away, get their minds off of football for just a little bit, kind of reset again, get their bodies healthy. So there's a lot of rehab that's going to be going on, you know, over this next week. Try to get guys healthy and get back. And then us as coaches, we got to look at how we can put some better plans together to give our guys more opportunities to be successful.
Do you feel like it comes at a good time?
Yeah, look, I mean, you play a game like this, you kind of want to reset a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it comes at a good time or not. You know, we'll evaluate, you know, kind of this tape and see what we can do better, and then we gotta get ready for Atlanta.
Dennis, can you live with the interceptions at the end with Jameis just because of the situation y'all are in, or do you want him not to make those types of decisions?
Look, without seeing the whole thing, you know, I'll probably reserve judgment on that. You know, again, you know, when you're in those situations and you know, you're kind of in a little bit of desperation mode, you know, sometimes those things happen. So.
You've shown a lot of success with Case in the last few weeks, but only had one rush today. Was part of that a product of getting down
Yeah.
so quickly?
Yeah. I think when you get down like that so early in the game, it really limits a lot of things that you want to try to be able to accomplish in a game. And so, you know, we got to be better defensively of keeping the score down, you know, in the game, in the early part of the game, so we can have a, you know, what we have as our game plan going in offensively. You know, you kind of get out of it, you know, probably by the, you know, early part of the second quarter, just because you're now chasing points.
The sort of boost in production in the second half on the offensive side, did that come down more to execution, or did you all find something, a different way to attack it?
Yeah, I think probably, you know, just a little bit of both. You know, we had a couple of thoughts coming out of halftime of things that we liked, and, you know, I thought our guys executed those things a little bit better, and you know, some of the tempo stuff again was pretty good for us.
And would you say similarly, like kind of both those things on the defensive side as well, so scoring come down?
Yeah, I think that was a lot more about, you know, getting our eyes in the right spot and our execution more so than it was a kind of a change in philosophy or calls or whatever.
Dennis, do you have any comment about what happened with Mike on Friday night?
No. All right, guys, thanks.